Welcome back, everyone. Today it is officially September, and with that it is time to release the Ibishu Yoru for free in the public BeamNG repo. We're doing some last minute polish as well as making all the configs that we want to see in the final public release version. You're looking at one of my favorite configs that we just built. This is based off of a movie car, you might recognize it. It's basically a little drift Yoru, nothing too crazy, about 500 horsepower, which is actually a little bit more than I wanted, but the real world movie counterpart of this car did have about 500 horsepower, so we bumped it up, and I think it just turned out absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Ramrod who made this livery, and shout out to the Talking Bath who made these beautiful rims and allowed us to use it in the mod. But today we're not focusing on the configs that we've built, we're going to focus on some configs that the community has provided. We've had several Patreon members submit their vehicles, and I want to add one of them into the public release mod, but I'm not sure which. Join me as we take a look at them and decide which one should be submitted. Let me know in the comments which ones were your favorite, but let me know if you're going to submit one. There's still a few days left before I submit this to the BeamNG repository. If you guys really enjoy this, we might do a second round of this. Let's get started. We're going to start off with Fantix Street Spec Yoru. Fantix says this is a street car with a built single turbo 2.2 liter stroker engine on an E85 tune. I know he must be using race tab parts, that's where the E85 comes from, and so this probably makes even more horsepower than the config we have today. First impression, I kind of like it. It's kind of a street version. I like that there's no spoiler. Sporty, but not too sporty. Not sure how I feel about those rims. I normally like those rims on other cars. Seeing them in gold really isn't floating my boat, but he did match the DRLs. Let's go ahead and get it started. Looks like they're not too bright, in fact. They could be changed. I will say these configs were submitted quite a bit ago and a lot has changed on the Yoru since. So bear that in mind, give them a little grace as these could be outdated and a little bit broken. Looks like this is a manual. Lots of backfire. Whoa. Very spicy. We are at the automation test track because this is where I've been testing all the other Yorus. It's pretty quick, 389 horsepower. Nothing to sneeze at. They get an over rev risk. Honestly, I really like it. I like the sound. I think he did a great job with it. These are using Talking Tire Bath rims, and so unfortunately the final product will not have all the Talking Tire Bath rims in it. So if you do want to compete in this challenge and get your own Yoru submitted, then I would suggest using all vanilla parts. That might be a last minute issue. I will say these tires feel amazing. A little bit of a hop. Overall, I really enjoy the vehicle. Very nice. I really like this one. You could definitely set the bar high. This could just be a little street custom one. Fantix Street Ride or something like that. Competition is already starting off strong. Let's go ahead and bring out the next car. Really, I can't see any gripes with this. Other than, I don't know if we'll be able to get these rims and tires into the full release. So we might have to do a last minute change there. Alright, here we have still OEM's Yoru. I gotta say, this is definitely his style. He is all about fitment and stance, and I've not seen a Yoru this low, I'll be honest. I don't know if there's any suspension left in this vehicle. Very, very bright pink, very metallic, very chromy. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Again, another case of the Talking Tire Bath rims, I believe. What can you say? He has the best rims. Looks like we have an intake headlight. Very nice. Take a look under the hood. Is that the fire suppression? Nope. Okay, that is the hood. Alright. Colored valve cover. I believe Fantix also had a blue one. William says, tuned and driven by a moron. 2.2 liter stroker, bunch of race tab goodies, stripped interior, aftermarket single turbo, and fun. It's fun and nippy, but quite stiff. Enjoy. Okay, so again, we're not running race tab parts right now. So this is going to be down on power than you probably had expected, but still 421 horsepower is not bad. I did go through and completely changed all the engines, so whatever they send in is going to be slightly adjusted, probably buffed to be honest. A little bit quieter of an afterfire. Lots of turbo noises. It is quite stiff. Oh, okay, totally ate that curb. Car took it just fine, almost. Sorry, OEM, wrecked it off the rip. I'll be honest, I don't really build stance cars. They're not really my... I appreciate them, but I can't really do them. I will say this one looks pretty good. I think one thing I'm noticing is this back right tire is giving a stretched effect, which is super cool. The back left isn't. Kind of same with the front, but it's hard to tell because I kind of wrecked it. Huh. I need some adjustments there, but overall, looking very cool. Let's have a full race interior. I wouldn't really go racing in this car, so it's one of those, hey, it's a race car, but it's also been made a little unusable. This is really nice too. I really like the overall style. Only issues I'm seeing is maybe that tire issue. Go ahead and reset. Yeah, the right side is all stretched like and kind of cool, and the left side isn't, but I also like the left side look. Problem is they don't match, and so that might be something that needs to be adjusted. And again, talking tire path wheels, we're not sure if we'll be able to use these. Up next is Wolf's Performance Yoru Drift Car. It says this is one of my two fictional tuning companies, Wolf Performance. The other is Wolf Tuning, a off-road company. Okay. Specializes in street cars and drift cars. This is a final bot-style stance drift car I made. This config only uses Yoru and vanilla parts. Hey, extra bonus points. Very nice. He's thinking ahead. I'll give it a start here. We're making 435 horsepower. That's pretty nice. Quite large wheels. I guess, you know, stance, that makes sense. Shift tab's gonna hate it, but it is in all black, and I do kind of like it. Looks pretty good. A lot of people building off the RS engine, or RS model. This uses the RS engine, very nice. Sounds a little bubbly, gurgly maybe? Not too bad, but I do love a good drift car, so let's see how it drifts. Pretty good. Very nice, actually. It is a manual, not a sequential. Had to check. It's just enough for third. Let's go ahead and try to drift the track with this. You can tell it's a good drift car when you can maneuver it just like that. This is a lot of confidence inspiring. I really want to see how close I can get to the edges, and I feel like I can. I'm actually really digging it. I really like the all black. It drifts just fine. It is quite similar to the drift car that we just showed off and built. However, that doesn't mean we can't have two similar things. Now, this is ready to be just put right into the final public release and shipped out. I like this. I think it's going to do it for Wolf's car. I really like it. It's simple, it's clean, it runs well. It is missing a steering wheel. This is probably, again, I changed a lot of things at the last minute, so this must have been a very early version. That's a quick touch-up feature. Interior is looking fine. It's the RS interior. Another thing we did is we added new interiors. If you're interested in knowing what happened recently in the Yoru, you go ahead and switch interiors. Go ahead and put one of my favorite colors on. This is courtesy of Joe Junk. Been getting into interior design. Check this out. We have a beautiful peanut butter interior. You can't really see it in the front, but the back seats are a nice peanut butter and black interior. He has race buckets in the front, so that's not changing, but the Yoru is going to have a really nice interior on launch. Up next, we have Ramrod's touring car race car spec. This is a TC spec race car tuned for the West Coast USA upstream salmon circuit. Needs a collection. Fortunately, we don't have the collection on right now, so we're definitely missing the wheels. It's making 171 horsepower, 0.137 power to weight ratio. So these are just some steelies, but let's go ahead and see how it drives. This is a front-wheel drive only vehicle, front-wheel drive only spec class. The spec class that we run in our multiplayer servers for the Discord. And I have an issue where the door isn't opening. That's bizarre. Go ahead and open up the hood. All right, under the hood we have the basic 1.8 liter. I don't expect anything more, to be honest. Let's go ahead and take it on the track. I know it's not tuned for this track. It is missing the wheels, but again, this is gonna be vanilla only. Ooh, that sounds raspy. In all the wrong ways, but like that's what makes it nice too. Oh, he did some muffling. He did some muffling tuning, some exhaust tuning. Yoru does come with a lot of customizability out of the box. Oh, that was painful. It's so slow. Oh, it is a sequential though. Yeah, we're locking up really bad and not turning really well. A lot of understeer. You don't know, Ramrod has made several amazing liveries, including that drift livery we're looking at the very beginning. And I'm sure this is a good car with the collection on, but oh, that's unbearable. Maybe it's better on the interior? Very race spec. Actually, kind of nice inside. Definitely have the wrong tires on. These are just some standard tires. Class runs race tires. Even with standard tires, it runs pretty okay when it's turning. Okay, we're gonna break our rule here. We're gonna throw some sports on them. Actually, not some sports. We're gonna throw some race tires on them. Try not to make any adjustments, even if it's broken, just to be fair. But I just know that this had to come with race tires. All right, we now have some race tires on our little steelies here. Ugh, let's go back inside. Let's see if it's any better. Go in the corner at top gear, 120 miles an hour. Just hopping a little bit. Very tight, very almost finicky. Be hard on the brakes early. Don't want to mess about on this corner. This corner has claimed lives. Wow, every time I just barely tap the brakes, it rotates. This actually might be a good handling car. Trying to get used to the steering here. It's super tight, super quick. Doing the best I can on controller. I imagine on wheel this feels amazing. Yeah, outside the car it is horrendous, but inside it is all about its business. It is here to race and take first place. Okay, I gotta say, this was a little bit of a surprise. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. I imagine this would look pretty good with the livery. Oh, the sound is so bad and so correct all at the same time. Let's move on to our final Yoru. This Yoru comes from Salmon. It's called the Ultra Luxury Premium Comfort Plus Plus Taxi.
Huh?
He claims it's the most comfortable taxi ever. Looking at this, there's a cage for the back. That's actually really smart, the partition. I like that. It's not, I wouldn't call it luxury. Second, there's no back seats. I don't think I've made any part changes like that lately. I think that's by design. Lots of space. I guess you can take a nap in your super comfort luxury taxi. Okay, and just the basic interior. It's missing the passenger seat. Okay. I don't know. I don't fully understand. I'm already seeing a lot of suspension travel. These are kind of horrendous rims and a horrendous tire. Look how thin those are. Like fuel economy. Doesn't sound bad. Is it manual? Oh my gosh, that suspension is so soft. Is this front wheel drive or all wheel drive? The suspension's not stopping. I don't think there's any dampeners in this. It's rear-wheel drive, okay. Making all of 172 horsepower. This is not what I expected when I saw ultra luxury taxi. A flat matte green on some really skinny steelies from a Bruckle 9. Can we drift it? It has more body roll than it is capable of with the tires. That is insane. This is so bad it might make it in. Like, everyone's gonna make a cool street car, right? And it's a battle of the street cars, but this, no one's gonna think to make this. He has no competition here. Okay. Ooh-wee. I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? This is hilarious. It's so bad, yet it's still it's good. It's so bad that and it still drives. That's what makes it truly something special. Okay, well, Salmon's Ultra Luxury Premium Comfort Plus Plus Taxi. Let me know your thoughts. Which ones did you like the most? Should we extend the release a little bit? Should we delay it about a week or so, get some more config options in here, and choose the best one to add? I know there's a few things we're trying to get finished and buttoned up, and so we could definitely use the time on our side. So this might be a second week, hopefully not, but maybe even third week of September release, depending on how it goes trying to submit through the BeamNG devs, through the BeamNG repository. That's going to do it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back and focus on what's in front of me. Everybody days a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. So take it from me, I got some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I found